The morning light spills gently through the window. A soft breeze carries the sound of birds and the scent of new beginnings. You stretch your arms, feeling the slow rhythm of your breath. The world feels quiet, calm, alive. But as you stand, a small stiffness tugs at your lower back. Your legs feel heavy, your hamstrings tight like strings pulled too long. You pause for a moment, unsure whether to move or rest. It's not pain, just a reminder that time leaves its gentle marks. You smile softly, thinking, maybe this is what aging feels like. Yet deep down, you know your body is asking for something simple. Not a race, not a challenge, just motion, slow, kind, intentional. You take a breath and bend your knees slightly. Your fingertips drift toward your toes, steady and patient. A stretch, a release, a small awakening travels through your spine. In that quiet moment, something shifts. You realize your body isn't growing old, it's growing wise. Every movement is a conversation, a promise to care for yourself. And this morning, that promise begins with a single motion. The gentle rhythm of the knee-to-toe bend. A dance between strength, grace, and time. It often starts quietly, not with a sudden ache or a sharp pull, but with something smaller. A hesitation before bending to pick up a fallen spoon. A pause before tying your shoes. A moment when sitting feels easier than standing. You tell yourself it's nothing. Just a long day. Just tiredness. But deep inside, your body is whispering. It's saying, move me, don't forget me. You smile, thinking of all the years your legs have carried you. Upstairs, through parks, across memories. You think of mornings when walking felt effortless. When stretching was natural, without thought or hesitation. Those moments feel far away now, like a dream just out of reach. But maybe they're not lost. Maybe they're waiting quietly beneath the surface of stiffness. The truth is, our bodies don't age suddenly. They change slowly, gently, like leaves turning color in autumn. Each year, the muscles tighten a little more. The hamstrings shorten. The back holds a little more tension. And one morning, we wake up and realize something feels different. It's not weakness. It's simply the body asking for attention. You don't need grand movements or heavy exercises. You need presence. You need to listen to that quiet call. The stiffness in your back isn't an enemy. It's a messenger. It's saying that the years of movement, work, and care have built stories into your muscles. They are not broken stories. They are lived ones. And now they ask to be softened, stretched, revived. The hamstrings, those long strings at the back of your legs, tell a tale of balance. When they tighten, they pull on your lower back. They remind you that everything in the body is connected. When one part stiffens, another carries the weight. And so, the cycle of discomfort begins. But it doesn't have to stay that way. You can reverse the whisper before it becomes a shout. You can move before the stillness settles in. You can breathe into the tightness and feel at ease. All it takes is awareness, patience, and gentle motion. Imagine your body as a garden. Over time, some parts grow wild. Others dry out. All they need is a little tending, a little care. The knee-to-toe bend is like watering that forgotten soil. It wakes up the roots. It nourishes the muscles that once moved without thought. It brings life back into the body's quiet corners. There is beauty in rediscovering motion. There is peace in moving slowly without rush, without expectation. You don't need to force flexibility. You need to invite it. Invite your muscles to breathe. Invite your spine to move like a gentle wave. Every small stretch is a thank you. Every bend is a reminder you are still strong, still growing. The stiffness is not the end of movement. It is the beginning of awareness. And when you listen, really listen, the body answers with grace. It says, I'm still here. Let's move together again. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture your body as an orchestra, every part playing its own note. Your back, strong and steady, holds the rhythm. Your hamstrings, long and graceful, create the melody beneath it. Together they move in harmony, shaping how you stand, walk, and lie. But when one grows tense, the song begins to change. The rhythm falters, the melody strains. You feel it as tightness, as a quiet pull behind your legs. It creeps into your lower back, soft at first, then constant. It's not pain, not really, it's imbalance. Your back tries to carry what your legs no longer give. Your hamstrings, once elastic and free, short like strings left too long in the rain. And the music inside you grows dull. You might notice it when you reach for something on the floor, or when you try to stand tall after sitting too long. That stiffness, that tug, it's the body speaking in its ancient language. It's telling you where the connection has faded. You see, the hamstrings are not just muscles. They're storytellers. They hold the memory of every step you've taken, every run, every climb, every dance you once loved. And your back, it's the patient guide, holding you upright through every season. When you laugh, it supports you. When you lean forward in care or curiosity, it bends with you. It never complains until you forget to listen. That's when the whispers begin. They sound like fatigue, like limitation. But really, they're invitations. Invitations to move, to reconnect, to remember your own music. The harmony between the back and the hamstrings is ancient. It's built through balance, through motion, through awareness. When you stretch one, you free the other. When you strengthen one, you support both. Think of your spine as a river, your hamstrings as the banks that guide its flow. If the banks are tight, the river cannot move freely. But when they open, everything flows with ease. That's why movement matters, not just for flexibility, but for freedom. When your body moves as one, your breath follows. Your heart feels lighter. Even your thoughts seem clearer. The back and the legs speak to the mind in ways words cannot. They remind you that balance is not stillness. It's motion, gentle, constant, kind. And in that motion lies youth, no matter your age. So take a moment today. Stand tall, feel your feet on the ground. Notice the gentle pull behind your legs. Breathe into it, as if sending warmth to your own story. Each inhale softens the tightness. Each exhale releases what's been held too long. This is how harmony begins again. Not through force, not through perfection, but through attention, through care, through the simple act of honoring your back and your hamstrings, because they have carried you farther than you remember, and they still have music left to play. Stand tall for a moment. Feel the floor beneath your feet, solid and patient. Let your shoulders drop. Your arms rest softly by your sides. Take a slow breath in, and let it fall out like a gentle sigh. This is where the movement begins, simple, honest, calm. No rush, no pressure, just you and your body learning to listen again. Now place your feet shoulder-width apart. Balance your weight evenly, from heel to toe. Feel the small muscles in your legs awaken, ready to move with you. Begin to bend your knees slowly, as if greeting the ground. Let your body flow downward, not fall. Your hands drift toward your toes, not reaching, just gliding through air. Pause halfway. Notice the pull along the back of your legs. It's not strain, it's your body stretching awake. Take a breath, and let that breath travel into the tension. Each inhale brings ease. Each exhale brings release. Now go a little deeper, bending your knees just enough. Your spine curves gently. Your head follows naturally. Don't force it. Let gravity do the work. Your fingertips may not touch your toes, and that's perfectly fine. What matters is the connection between motion and breath. Hold there for a heartbeat, feeling the rhythm inside you. Then slowly rise again. Unfold your spine like a scroll opening. Stack each vertebra one by one, steady and graceful. Your head comes up last, your eyes meeting the light once more. You've just completed one knee-to-toe bend. It seems simple, almost too simple, but this movement holds power. It strengthens your legs, it lengthens your hamstrings, it frees your back. Do it again, this time with more awareness. As you bend, imagine your breath painting a line down your spine. As you rise, imagine that same breath lifting you from within. Every movement is like a wave, gentle yet purposeful. Downward you surrender. Upward you return renewed. It's not about how far you can reach. It's about how deeply you can feel. Your body responds to kindness more than control. If you move with care, it opens willingly. With each repetition, your breath and movement begin to sync. A quiet rhythm forms: down, breathe, up, release. You might feel warmth spreading through your back. You might notice your legs growing lighter, steadier. That's your body remembering what it means to move freely. Every bend is a message of trust. Every rise is a reminder of strength. The knee-to-toe bend is not just an exercise. It's a conversation, one between you and the years that shaped you. A dialogue of motion, patience, and grace. As you move, you're not fighting stiffness, you're rewriting it. You're teaching your body that flexibility is not lost, only resting. And in this quiet practice, you'll find something profound. Not just freedom of motion, but freedom of being. One gentle bend at a time. The first day always feels uncertain. Your knees bend, your back stretches, and your body feels unfamiliar. You notice the tightness, the trembling, the resistance. You wonder if it's working, if it's even worth the effort. But that's how all gentle beginnings feel: quiet, unsure, patient. You finish your first few bends, breathing deeper than you expected. You stand taller, maybe not looser yet, but lighter somehow. Your body remembers the touch of movement, and that is enough. The next morning, you return to it. The stiffness greets you again, but softer this time. Your muscles recognize the rhythm. They stretch a little easier, hold a little less tension. You begin to move with trust, not fear. Each bend becomes smoother, quieter, more fluid. This is the secret of consistency. It transforms without noise. You don't notice the change at first. It sneaks in between breaths, between motions. One day, you reach a little lower. Another day, you rise a little faster. And then, without realizing it, the movement feels natural again. The body learns through repetition, but the heart learns through care. You start to enjoy the ritual, the pause, the breath, the softness. It becomes part of your morning, like sunlight through a curtain. You no longer rush it. You let it happen. The knee-to-toe bend becomes more than exercise. It becomes a conversation you look forward to. Some days your back feels loose, and you move easily. Other days the stiffness returns, asking for patience. But you show up anyway. Because consistency is not perfection, it's presence. Each small effort builds something invisible inside you. Strength hidden beneath grace. Discipline wrapped in gentleness. And slowly, your body begins to trust you again. The pain fades into quiet relief. Your back feels lighter. Your legs respond without hesitation. You move not to prove anything, but to care for yourself. And that care becomes a rhythm, your own private melody of motion. By the 7th day, something changes. You don't count the bends anymore. You flow through them like a dance. By the 20th day, you feel younger, not in age, but in freedom. Your spine moves like water. Your hamstrings no longer resist. The stiffness that once defined your mornings now feels distant. It's not gone completely, but it no longer controls you. You've softened it with patience. You've reshaped it with breath. That's what consistency does. It turns small acts into quiet transformations. You realize it was never about the stretch. It was about the conversation between body and will. The promise you made each morning to keep moving, to keep caring. And in that promise, you discover something beautiful. A gentle truth: change doesn't come from force. It comes from showing up. Every day. With heart. With breath. With love. When you move, your mind begins to follow. Every breath becomes a bridge between thought and motion. Your body listens, your mind responds, and something inside aligns. It's not just a stretch anymore. It's a quiet conversation with yourself. As you bend forward, you're not only reaching toward your toes. You're reaching toward stillness, awareness, and calm. Each breath you take brings focus back to the present moment. The worries of yesterday fade. The plans for tomorrow soften. You exist only here, in this slow, gentle rhythm. The movement becomes meditation in motion. You inhale and your spine lengthens. You exhale and your muscles let go. You begin to feel your heartbeat in your fingertips. You sense warmth spreading through your legs, through your back. This is connection, not of effort but of attention. You start to notice how your emotions live in your body. Tension in your shoulders, worry in your spine, fear in your breath. And as you move, those emotions start to loosen. They drift away with every exhale, every slow bend. You realize your body has always known how to heal itself. It just needed you to slow down and listen. The knee-to-toe bend is no longer just physical care. It's emotional care. It's the art of being present inside your own skin. When your hamstrings release, your thoughts soften. When your back lengthens, your spirit rises. You begin to understand that flexibility isn't only of the body. It's of the heart, the mind, the way you face the world. Movement teaches surrender, not giving up but letting go. You stop fighting against stiffness, against age, against time. You begin to flow with it. And that flow feels like peace. Each time you bend, you meet yourself where you are. No judgment, no demand, just honesty. Some days you move easily. Other days you struggle. But every time you show up, you breathe. You remind your body that it is safe, that it is loved. And your body answers quietly but clearly, thank you. You may not notice it at first, but your mind grows quieter. The noise of the world fades a little sooner each morning. The small frustrations of life feel lighter. It's because movement brings you back home, to your own rhythm. You find comfort in the repetition, the steady inhale and exhale. It's a gentle reminder that control was never the goal. Awareness is. And awareness brings freedom. You begin to see your body not as something that limits you, but as something that speaks with patience and truth. You move, you breathe, you connect. The back, the hamstrings, the breath, all parts of one story. A story about harmony. A story about grace. And as you finish your final bend, you stand still for a moment. Eyes closed, heart calm, breath steady. You feel grounded, alive, whole. And in that stillness, you realize something profound. Peace doesn't come from stillness alone. It comes from the courage to move gently, mindfully, and with love. Anna was 72 when she first tried the knee-to-toe bend. She laughed at the idea, calling it too simple to matter. But her granddaughter insisted, guiding her through each slow motion. The first time, Anna's hands barely reached her knees. Her back felt tight, her legs stiff, her breath uneven. She almost gave up, saying her body had grown too old for this. But the next morning she tried again. Just 5 bends, breathing slowly, listening to her body. A week passed and something changed. Her morning walks felt easier, her steps lighter. She could bend a little deeper, touch a little lower. And one morning, she tied her shoelaces without hesitation. She laughed, tears filling her eyes not from pain but from pride. "I didn't think I could still move like this," she whispered. Her body, once her limitation, had become her partner again. Then there was Paul, 68, a retired gardener. He had stopped tending his plants because bending made his back ache. He missed the soil, the scent of earth, the quiet joy of green life. A friend told him about the knee-to-toe bend. At first, he shrugged it off. That's for younger people. But one evening, he stood before his garden and tried. He bent slowly, breathed deeply, and felt a pull down his spine. It wasn't pain, just a reminder of everything still alive within him. He practiced every morning, facing the rising sun. His hands grew steadier, his back stronger, his breath calmer. After 3 weeks, he was back in the garden, trimming, planting, smiling. He said the flowers bloomed brighter now, or maybe he just noticed more. That's the quiet magic of movement. It awakens everything. Each bend is a small return to life. Each breath is a seed of renewal. The body remembers, and the spirit follows. You begin to see this pattern in everyone who moves with care. Their faces soften, their posture opens, their eyes shine with calm. It's not about how flexible they become. It's about how alive they feel. Aid doesn't steal strength, stillness does. But motion, no matter how small, brings it back. The knee-to-toe bend isn't just an exercise. It's an act of faith. Faith in your body's wisdom. Faith in your ability to begin again. It teaches patience, and through patience, transformation. No gym, no fancy tools, just gravity, breath, and intention. Every bend tells your body, you still belong to movement. Every rise says, you still belong to joy. The stories of Anna and Paul are not rare. They are proof that care creates strength. That devotion, not youth, keeps the body alive. So wherever you are, however you move, start small. Breathe deeply. Bend gently. Let the years soften, not harden your spirit. Your body is not growing old. It's growing wise. And wisdom, like movement, begins again every morning. One gentle bend at a time. The sun lowers, casting a soft gold across the room. You stand quietly, feeling the calm inside your breath. Your body is warm now, awake, alive in every corner. You bend once more, slow and steady, like a bow to yourself. Your fingertips hover near your toes, your spine relaxed. In that simple motion, you feel gratitude unfold. Gratitude for the years that shaped you, the days that taught patience. The stiffness that once held you now feels like a memory. What remains is strength, gentle, steady, earned. You rise again, one breath at a time. Each vertebra stacking like words in a quiet poem. Your heart feels lighter, your body softer, your mind still. This is not the end of the movement. It's the beginning of a lifelong rhythm. A promise to care, to move, to keep listening. The knee-to-toe bend becomes more than a stretch. It becomes a way of being graceful, grounded, alive. You smile, feeling the pulse of life within your bones. And as you stand tall beneath the fading light, you whisper softly, I'm still here, still moving, still becoming.